1969, near Brantford, New Hampshire, two boys bury a chest. A century later, Alan Parrish escapes a group of bullies and retreats to a shoe company owned by his father, Sam. He meets Carl Bentley, an employee, who reveals a new shoe prototype he made by himself. Alan misplaces the shoe and damages a machine, but Carl takes responsibility and loses his job. After being attacked by the bullies, who also steal his bicycle, Alan follows the sound of tribal drum beats to a construction site. He finds the chest containing a board game called Jumanji and brings it home. At home, after an argument with his father about attending a boarding school, Alan plans to run away. Sarah Whittle, his friend, arrives to return his bicycle, and Alan shows her Jumanji and invites her to play. With each roll of the dice, the game piece moves by itself and a cryptic message describing the roll's outcome appears in the crystal ball at the center of the board. Sarah reads the first message on the board and hears an eerie sound. Alan then unintentionally rolls the dice after being startled by the chiming clock. A message tells him to wait in a jungle until someone rolls a 5 or 8, and he is sucked into the game. Afterwards, a swarm of bats appears and chases Sarah out of the mansion. 26 years later, Judy and Peter Shepherd move into the vacant parish mansion with their aunt Nora, after their parents died in an accident on a ski trip in Canada the winter before. The next day, Judy and Peter find Jumanji in the attic and begin playing it. Their rolls summon big mosquitoes and a swarm of monkeys. The game rules state that everything will be restored when the game ends, so they continue playing. Peter's next roll, a 5, releases a lion and an adult Alan. As Alan makes his way out, he meets Carl, who is now working as a police officer. Alan, Judy, and Peter go to the now abandoned shoe factory, where a homeless man tells Alan that Sam abandoned the business to search for Alan after his disappearance, until his 1991 death. Eventually, the factory closed, which caused Brantford's economic decline. Realizing that they need Sarah to finish the game, the three locate Sarah, now suffering mental trauma from both Jumanji and Alan's disappearance, and persuade her to join them. Sarah's first move releases fast-growing carnivorous vines, and Alan's next move releases a big game hunter, named Van Pelt, whom Alan first met in the jungle. The next roll summons a herd of various animals, causing a stampede, and a pelican steals the game. Peter retrieves it, but Alan is arrested by Carl. Back in town, the stampede wreaks havoc, and Van Pelt steals the game. Peter, Sarah, and Judy track Van Pelt to a department store, where they set booby traps to subdue him and retrieve the game, while Alan, after revealing his identity to Carl, is set free. When the four return to the mansion, it is now completely overrun by jungle wildlife. They release one calamity after another until Van Pelt arrives. When Alan drops the dice, he wins the game, which causes everything that happened as a result of the game to be reversed. Alan and Sarah return to 1969 as children, but have memories of the events that took place. Alan reconciles with his father, and Sam tells his son that he does not have to attend boarding school. Alan admits that he was responsible for the shoe that damaged the factory's machine. Alan and Sarah throw Jumanji into a river, then share a kiss. In 1995, Alan and Sarah are married and expecting their first child. Alan's parents are still alive and successfully running the family business. He and Sarah see Judy and Peter and meet their parents Jim and Martha for the first time during a Christmas party. Alan offers Jim a job and convinces them to cancel their upcoming ski trip, averting their deaths. On a beach, two young French-speaking girls hear drum beats while walking, as Jumanji lies partially buried in the sand.
Jumanji, danger in the jungle, Jumanji. There's a lion in my house. So yeah, Jumanji by the Noble Collection. I've got quite a few of their various props. This is the cheaper version. You can get a version that's really nice, but it's about £100. This is about 20. It's very plasticky, but the moulding on it's quite nice. The detail's nice, so I would say the piece, it's all very plasticky, but it looks the part and it looks nice, so it's a nice little prop replica. Jumanji, danger in the jungle, Jumanji. There's a lion in my house. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.